Hi, everyone. Welcome to Divine Sacred Tarot. Today is going to be a very specific message for anybody who is feeling triggered right now. There is a huge message, and I'm going to actually shuffle because I cannot get out of my brain the 7-7 portal before the 8-8 portal. So this current period of 1 month, these few days, and it really, really doesn't matter when you're actually hearing this because you could be identifying with the thumbnail and your intuition is giving you those warning signs to listen. So anything that is going to be transmuted through this audio message, you're going to find something very, very specific for you. And even if that's one thing, that has made this journey all the worthwhile, because we are going through a full moon. I'm recording this on the full moon day, but you're not going to listen to this until after. Now, what I've usually spoken to with one of my other oracle friends and all the beautiful psychics that I actually speak to is we tend to go through things way in advance, because if we told you what was happening, it wouldn't make sense to you, because you can only resonate with something when you've gone through it. So it means that the psychics, the intuitives, the oracles can only transmute these messages at a very specific time. And then when you've gone through it, you would have got these messages through. And the reason I've been asked to do this specific reading is we are not only going through this period of completion, this is such a sacred opportunity to release everything that doesn't serve you for your own evolution. This is the best period to raise your consciousness, to expel what no longer serves you, because right now, this is everything that is aligning you to your evolution. And at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Seven of Pentacles. So these are the seeds that you're sowing right now. And I just posted a video on IG on my Instagram. So please do check that one out, because it's basically following the same message to say, you are planting seeds now for August. So this is a very, very crucial time to be in, to harvest in, to ruminate in, to seep in, because a lot of twin flames, both divine masculine and feminine, are going to be triggered AF. Like the divine masculine is going to be triggered heavily, the collective is being triggered, the divine feminines are feeling this reciprocal energy. So if divine feminines are feeling, like something's off, it's not just you. You're probably feeling this for the collective, and you're probably most likely feeling it from your divine masculine. Both of you are going through these karmic patterns. Some days they're heavier than others. I don't feel like it's as big, but again, it varies across the collective depending upon who's listening to this. The moon is shining a light on those karmic patterns. Those emotional wounds are coming up again. The toxic attachments are being highlighted to you, because it's not the time to make those serious choices. It's about aligning with what and who you truly are. Either you're in contact or you're not in contact in the physical. It doesn't matter, because your spiritual bond is bigger and more profound than anything the most people don't even go through. There's a reason why the collective in this regard is very small. There are a select few that go through this. So when you're looking at answers or seeking answers around twin flames, even the twin flame oracle people who claim to be all seeing, all knowing twin flames, even they're getting it wrong. Even people who now are talking about spiritual icks. Like, I swear I've channeled this before, and I'm not going to go on about it, but there are certain spiritual beings who want to manipulate individuals through a karmic way. So they call themselves spiritual. So they push workshops and agendas. And I'm not saying that they're wrong. What I'm saying is they're doing what they need to do. They're pursuing their role and they're doing it very, very well. But you need to be vigilant with this type of things. When we are working on a higher level, there are always going to be energetic leeches that are wanting to get in on this. So the divine masculine is having this overwhelming sense of responsibility. They do have societal pressure. There is a lot of work, there's a lot of busyness. So don't take the non-communication personally. I feel that there is a lot of fear being purged on behalf of the divine masculines, but it's also the divine feminines are almost balancing, counterbalancing this because they really want to enhance their peace. Now, for a lot of divine feminines, you've already experienced a very big divine masculine shift. When you were in the divine masculine energies, you had experienced burnout. Now, obviously, it's not going to resonate with everybody, but this burnout has been lingering for a very long time. So you've been seeking peace in a very specific way. And you're trying to honor those boundaries, but also because you're connected with your divine masculine, it's very difficult to protect your own boundaries when sometimes you're kind of like bamboozled with their energy. So you have to try and decipher between their energies and your energies. Now, the divine masculine probably are going through a lot of shadow, a lot of karmics, a lot of fear energy, but it also means the divine feminines are being raised in their own awareness regarding their shadows, regarding their worth. I think that a lot of divine feminines are feeling abandoned at this time. You're probably heightening the struggles around this connection, negative thoughts, exhaustion, as I said, maybe even like a burnout rebound. And you're questioning your worth as well as feeling abandoned because you are facing these emotional triggers, the emotional triggers that have been linked to your past. Listen to this. We literally just had the 5 of Cups come out. You're still processing all of the things that you've been through, and that's okay. Just because one thing comes up 15 times in the past year or 15 years, it just means healing is in stages, it is in layers. So it's not that you're not ahead of time or you're not behind in time. You're exactly where you are supposed to be. And the fact that this message found you just goes to show how much strength you're building in that inner foundation. Even if you notice certain arguments or judgments or exhaustion or negative thoughts, or even the past returning to confuse you, this is through dreams, emotions, psychic drainages. These are the signs that karmic energy is trying to pull you off your soul path. But this is spirit breaking through to you because the tests are really trying right now. You are feeling confused because look, we've got the 2 of Swords. You're going to make a choice. You're going to be blindsided, but we also have the Ace of Pentacles here and the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. For those of you who have been going over and over these karmic cycles, these energetic drainages, the uncertainty, you've always got back up. And you're probably feeling the divine masculine's emotions of the world falling apart, things built on lies or fear or avoiding emotions, running from the truth, masking their emotions. The divine feminine does want to release the attachment, but it's also about staying in your power, divine feminines, even despite you feeling a lot around your divine masculines. Now, we are going through this proverbial portal. We've gone through the 7-7 portal. We're in this zone just before we get to the 8-8 portal. And it doesn't really matter when you're listening to this, wherever you find this message, in your heart, in your intuition, you're collapsing those old timelines. And it is happening now because you're doing the inner work. You're noticing people are just kind of removing themselves from your life. There are certain toxic patterns that are coming to light. You're getting more clarity come in. you're also going to be feeling a lot of heavy emotions. You're going to be feeling sudden epiphanies and breakthroughs. And sometimes it does feel like a loss, but I feel like you are raising your intuition. The Hierophant did come out in the inverse. So you're really trying to find the divine within. You're trying to find the wholeness that you have right in your chakras. Like you are transforming what used to feel like a loss, an absence, a uncertainty. You're actually making room for what's real, what's aligned, and spirit is intervening in this because you know that you don't need to hold on to other people's illusions, other people's red flags, other people's crap, and because now it's your time to surrender, and you are going to feel a lot of chaos in the outer world. There may be silence in the connection, but you're really asked to trust where you are right now and ask yourself to um, reveal what needs to be seen right at this time, and ask for support. Wow, we've got the death card here. So this is this ending before this new beginning, and one card wanted to come out, the Five of Wands. Yeah, so it looks like the outside you're in this battle. It feels like a bit of a war, but that is far from the truth, because you know for sure you are undergoing this alchemical transformation. What else do we need to know about this hard um test that both the divine masculines and the divine feminines are going through at this time? What else do we need to know at this time for the divine masculines and feminines? The Devil card, the Two of Wands, the High Priestess. Yeah, do not let these things shake you. You've been through a lot, you've gone through a lot, and you are very aware of how to shift your energy. You get to, again, I'm seeing these two wands, like you've had one wand looking at the past and one wand in the future. But what I'm seeing around these wands energy is basically like you have a choice here to look back or look forward, and you're choosing to look forward despite the unknown. You're choosing to have that faith in yourself. And it may be quite difficult right now because spirit is like, I am told that you need to sharpen your sword. You need to be prepared, not because something's bad is coming, it's because something incredible wants to come in to stay. And the High Priestess is here to let you know your intuition is bang on. You get to trust this. What else do we need to know in the near future regarding the divine masculine and feminine's twin flames? One card, please. Ooh, wow, a couple of cards. We've got the Emperor. Oh my gosh, we've got the Empress. Come on, you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, I am done. That was like the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Oh my God, I'm sorry, you guys, if you were listening and I'm just screaming in your ear. Honestly, you guys, Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck, the Empress and the Emperor literally landed on my big toe. They slammed into the floor, as in, like, wake up, you guys. You know this is real. You know this is raw. You know this is supposed to be for you because you felt it energetically. You are not Delulu. You're not going crazy. Stop letting other people's fears and insecurities feed your own doubts and insecurities. This is where you need to create a protection barrier, block them out, and really listen to your heart. That's the biggest, most worthwhile advice that I'm hearing right now is you get to be the creator. You are the creator, and you get to create this dream reality. And spirit's only here to manifest what you already desire. It's already manifested. You just get to open your arms and receive it. And the divine masculine and divine feminine are here to reassure you that this connection is exactly what you need. Even the triggers and all. At the beginning, you did need those triggers. And it sucked because you both are mirrors of one another. So it wasn't easy. It wasn't ever going to be easy. And sometimes we need a break from those illusions. But you have to listen to your heart when it comes to these messages regarding anything in life. it's almost as if like we are our own algorithm and we get to choose what frequency we receive these messages in, and having the ability to see through these messages, giving us the insight that what we want is here to manifest in this reality, is just, it can be. All you need to do is just drop the facade, drop those masks, and receive it. So 2, 3, 4, Two of Cups, three is the Empress, four is the Emperor. 2, 3, 4, we're seeing progress. We're definitely seeing progress. And if you've come this far and you haven't already clicked the like button, please do. I really appreciate all of you. And I would love if you can click the like button or even hit the notification bell and subscribe, because those are so, so important for YouTube and its own algorithm. And if you wanted to get more information, join the community, head over to divinesacredtarot.com. You learn about the community there, and you can join me every week for a weekly newsletter, an exclusive reading, and we do monthly live sessions, so community calls. So I'm sending you guys so much love. Bye for now.